Hello, everybody. How are you today? Today is day 2 of our challenge, and it is just step into your power. Just do it, right? We're going to do it today. I was so excited yesterday that I was able to get on StreamYard and get this technology thing. I'm just kicking it in the pants. And so I really do appreciate it. And I hope you all have your workbook. My VA, Sarah McClintock, she is wonderful. If you need a VA, she is amazing. So I hope everyone is doing well. I hope you enjoyed yesterday. And I better check to make sure I am on Facebook, where I'm supposed to be. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Yes, I am on. I'm on. Good. And so I want to welcome everybody today. Today is Tuesday. And I'm Gail Taggart, and I love to empower women that want to transform their fears, their doubts, and turn those scars into strengths so that they can use them and live the life that they desire. This week we are on limiting beliefs, and so we all struggle from limiting beliefs from time to time. And so today it was, on who am I, and can I do what I say I want to do, and just those limiting beliefs of like, I can't do anything right, but you can do it. So today we're going to talk about procrastination, because this is huge. I mean, it's huge for me. It's huge for everybody I know. It's huge for my husband. It's crazy. But procrastination is a really, it holds us back. It holds you back. And so today we're on day 2 in our workbook. I hope you have your workbook. If you don't, drop workbook in comments, and if you can, and that way we can get you the workbook today. And then you can go through the action steps that are in there and the journaling prompts that are in there for you to help and just enforce the limiting belief of procrastination. And so today we're going to dive deep into procrastination and learn that, it's not about being lazy or unmotivated. It's actually a very complex emotion, and it's a psychology response. And so women, especially women that are over 55, often find themselves caught up in patterns, right? And so those patterns will delay us due to being perfect, being afraid that we're going to fail, limiting beliefs that we've had over decades of our life. I mean, decades. And so I really want you guys to understand and know that those limiting beliefs are not serving you at all. And so hold on one second. I'm having a little bit of a little glitch in my computer today. Okay. We had really bad storms early this morning, and so I was really praying that we had electricity today. So I was just like, oh my God. And so, but it all worked out. Everything worked out great. So if you struggle with perfectionism, drop a 1. Because I really think that a lot of us that struggle with perfectionism and procrastination, I really do believe that it's a huge struggle. It's huge. And so we can overcome it. We just have to learn how. And so science tells us that procrastination is linked to the brain's limbic system, which drives emotion, and it overrides the prefrontal cortex, which is right here. That's the prefrontal cortex of your brain. And that is what governs the planning and the decision making. So right here is where our decision making is made, ladies. And so my mom had dementia. And so a lot of her thinking patterns and decision making patterns, she had frontal lobal dementia, which is in the front part of your brain. And that affects your thinking capacity. It affects your vision. It affects your ability to remember what, like a simple game that she used to play was rummy all the time. And when she got really sick, I would try to play cards with her to kind of help bring that memory back around. And she sometimes couldn't remember. And so that is the reason. So your frontal cortex right there is where you actually, those planning, those thoughts actually start to happen. So according to psychologists, the majority of our beliefs are developed around the age of 7. I know, we find that hard to believe. We are not equipped to challenge the beliefs we are forming. Therefore, we adopt them instead. So the challenges that we have when we're young, we don't know, right? And so we just adopt that theory. Our parents may tell us something, a teacher, a preschool teacher, someone may tell you something. And so you don't have that development stage yet of your brain. And so you just say, okay, this is the way it's supposed to be. So this is the way I'm going to do it. So we develop the self-sabotaging and behavior from patterns from our childhood. We learn them from our parents. We learn them from our grandparents. We learn them from, teachers and anyone that has any type of influence over us. And so when you've got your grandkids around and your kids are around, maybe kind of think about that, when you get ready to do things and say things. Because they're like little sponges, and they are just taking everything you say in, and they're just absorbing it, right? And so past relationship dynamics, fear of failure, need to control. The good news is that behavior actually can be changed by changing your limiting beliefs. So many women put off their dreams and their passions and their personal growth because of fear of failure, procrastination, perfectionism, overwhelm. Common forms of procrastination is overwhelm, lack of time management, don't have the skills, your doubts, your ability, shutting down, lack of organization. I already said that one. Putting off your tasks that you need to get done. But you let fear get in the way and hold you back. So you just push it aside, right? It's like, okay, I need to call these people today and follow up. But what if they tell me no? Oh my God, what are they going to, what's that going to do? How's that going to make me look? I don't want that conflict. Those are stories that we tell in our head. There's nothing to be afraid of. The person is on the phone or on the other side of the computer with you, and you're really and truly, you know what? If you want to make that sale, ladies, then you got to do it. You just have to do it. If you want to get in better shape, then you have to start to exercise. You have to start to eat right. And so we really and truly, we self-sabotage ourselves all the time. We'll be on a diet, and then all of a sudden, or we want to eat healthy. I hate the word diet. I don't like it. But you try to eat healthy, and then all of a sudden someone brings over chocolate chip cookies or a cake, or you're invited somewhere and there's all these goodies. Oh, I can so relate. If you can relate to that, let me know. Put relate and I'll understand what you're talking about. But these are forms of procrastination, and it's putting off our dreams, our passions, our pursuits. And so it's putting off our personal growth. That is so important. And so fear of failure is, they think, what if I'm not good enough? So they don't start at all, right? Perfectionism, same thing. I can't do it right. I've got to do it right. It's got to be just so before I can post that post. It's got to be just perfect before I can submit these papers to my boss. It's got to be just right before I write that paper. No, that's not true. There's no one perfect in this world. No one that walks on this earth is perfect. Jesus is the only one that's perfect. And so perfectionism is really hard for entrepreneurs. It's hard for anybody, but it's really hard for us entrepreneurs. Overwhelm. The task looks too big. If the task looks too big, then chunk it down. Start with little bitty pieces of it, just a little chunk, and then break it down. Break it down in steps. You get the first one done, check it off. You do the next one, check it off. So that is really, that's an easy way to really make you a checklist. That's a really easy way to help you with organization. The common forms of procrastination we already talked about. If you struggle with procrastination, if you struggle with perfectionism, I want you to drop me a 1 because, no, a 1. I want you to drop me a 1 because that's huge and we can work through that. There are ways to work through it. You have to reprogram your brain and rewire your brain, and that can be done. And I know you think, how can it be done? I'm 60 years old. How can I rewire my brain? It's too old. No, you're never too old. You're never too old to learn. I started my journey on my entrepreneur trail of whatever it was called. I started in 2019 when I retired. And I never thought I was going to go into network marketing. I never had done it before. I didn't know that I even wanted to do it, right? But a family member had a product that my husband wanted to try. And so we did. And it was a pretty good product. It helped him feel healthy and it helped my B12. It actually raised my B12, which was good. And so then the lady that sponsored me is like, well, do you want to get your products for free? And I was like, well, I guess, sure, why not? So I ventured into that. I ventured into something blind. I was blind. I did not know what I was doing. I had no idea about network marketing. I didn't know the process, but I stepped into it and started to learn. Okay, I was 60. How old was I? 69? 68. Let's see how old. 70, so that's 5. No, I think I was around 64 or 5 when I retired. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not very good with math. So anyway, I had to learn. So I realized that company wasn't for me. And so I moved on to a bigger company. And I watched somebody that I really responded to. I could relate with her. And she was the same kind of person I was. And so we went into business together. And I did pretty good. I didn't do big ranks or any of that stuff. I didn't really want that. I wanted to do a small amount to help people. And I did. But then I realized as I went along and I had mindset, I was doing a lot of mindset work. And I realized that that's where I really wanted to go. I wanted to go to help other women with their mindset and to change, because we can change. And so here are 5 steps to help you with your procrastination and habit. And like any habit, you can be changed, right? You can rewire it. So here's 5 steps to help you stop with the procrastination. First is you want to identify the behavior. And this can be difficult to do, but when we start to identify patterns, then write those patterns down and then think about it and journal it and see if you can figure out where they started. Learn what it is that causes you to get overwhelmed. Why do you put things off? What's the reason for it? Ask yourself those deeper questions. Why? Why do you put things off? Practice getting comfortable with failing. I have failed many times. And so if you get comfortable with that failure, because then you'll understand that you can overcome it. You can overcome it. And that's the great thing. And you learn things when you fail. I have learned things when I've failed. And so that is something it's really good. What do you think kids do? They fail something, they learn how to do it right? Just like a job. If you don't do something right, then you're like, okay, it's going to tell me how to do it the right way. Or you figure it out on your own. So practice getting comfortable with failure. Number 4 is talk about it. Talk about your overwhelm. Talk about your procrastination. What's causing you to procrastinate? Why do you put those things off? Talk to somebody that you trust, somebody that you feel comfortable with. Talk to, and if it's really to the point of where you really need some help, then talk to a counselor about it. Talk to a therapist, talk to a coach, talk to someone that can help you dig deeper, because that's what you have to do, is you really have to do the deeper work. Identify what you really want. So I want you to set a timer for 10 minutes. And then I want you to do whatever it is that is on your priority list. And I want you to set that timer. And here's my timer. It's a kitchen timer, and I set it. And that is what I do when I want to really focus in on a task that I need to get accomplished, that I need to finish. Right now, I have a list of things that I need to finish. And so I want you to work on that today. That's going to be one of your action steps. And so I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you took your action steps yesterday. Did you take your action steps yesterday? Or did you put it off? Did you complete your workbook on day 1 yesterday? Or did you put it off because something else was more important? That happens a lot. And so if you're working on something at the moment, stick with it. Don't stop. That is the best thing you can do. So I want you to think about, there's a 5-minute rule. And what I do is I think of Mel Robbins. It's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just do it. Just do it, ladies. Get it done and be done with it. And oh my God, you're going to feel so good. It's a sense of accomplishment. And that's when you're like, high five yourself, right? Go and get a pedicure. Go do something good for yourself. Then I want you to reverse the fear. Reverse the fear. Instead of fearing failure, feel regret. That's big. Feel regret. Because if you feel regret and you say, ask yourself, how will I feel tomorrow? How am I going to feel the next day? How am I going to feel the next week? Or even the next year? If I keep waiting, if I keep putting it off, then ask yourself why. Why are you putting it off? Journal it out. Journal until all the thoughts are gone. But get into those deep thoughts. Then I want you to get an accountability partner, because without a partner, you need to have accountability, because if you don't have someone that's going to help you, then who are you going to turn to? It's so easy to just say, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll just do it tomorrow. It's okay. Nobody's going to know. I haven't told anybody I made this big goal. I haven't shared it. I haven't told anybody I want to run a 3K or a 5K. I think a 5K is 3 miles. I haven't told anybody that, right? Because if I tell somebody, oh my gosh, I might actually have to do it. Oh, wow. You might actually have to do something. Is that an accountability or what? Yeah, that's huge. So those things are very important. So I want you to try those this week. I want you to try them today. I want you to try them this week. And let's see how it works for you. I want you to leave it in account. I want you to leave that in the comments in our group once you accomplish that, because that is perfect. So you have some journaling prompts in your workbook. And so I'd like for you to do those journaling prompts. And so here's a quote that I really do like, is you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great, by Zig Ziglar. That is wonderful. I love that one. Another one by Author Ash is start where you are. Use what you have and do what you can. That is amazing to think about that. You can do anything that you set your mind to, ladies. Anything. So our final question is, are you ready to let go of those stories that you tell yourself and that you're stuck? Are you ready to take the first step towards the life you deserve, towards the goals that you want, towards the achievements that you want? Whether it's in your company, whether it's in your personal life, whether it's your professional life, whether it's your family life, whatever it is, I want you to take those action steps. Okay, so today I have several action steps actually for you guys. I kind of got over, I just like got so involved in this that I thought, well, you know, it's such a big deal. I mean, procrastination is just huge because I've struggled with it and I know other people have struggled with it. So I just really think it's important. I really, really do. So an action step I want you to take, again, it's time to take your steps, is you've spent enough time waiting, ladies, and overthinking and pushing your dreams to the side. So now is your time. It's your time. It's your moment to shine. And it's your time to take control of your life and do it. Just do it. No more excuses. No more some days. No more tomorrows. What if tomorrow doesn't come? What if tomorrow doesn't come? Are you saying, well, I don't care. If tomorrow doesn't come, then it's no big deal. That's not true. Because what if you told someone that you were going to do something tomorrow and you weren't here to do that thing? What would they be thinking then? They would miss you. But would they say, well, she probably wouldn't have done it anyway? I hope not. So I want you to have, there's 3 practices to eliminate procrastination for good. Number 1 is the daily power hour. Set aside 60 minutes. If 60 minutes is too long, then 30 minutes. Get your timer. Set it for 30 minutes. 60 minutes if you're really, really going to do it and really working hard at it. To focus on what matters the most. Turn off your distractions. Turn off your notifications off your phone. That notifications on my phone drives me crazy. And yesterday I went in and I just turned everything off. I turned it all off. It drove me crazy. And so set a timer, turn off your notifications, turn off any distractions, close the door, put a sign on your door if you have to, and say, do not disturb me for 30 minutes. This is your power hour. Do it, ladies. Just do it. oh, you'll be so happy. You'll be relieved. You'll have the weight off your shoulders. So commit to that deep, focused work. Even 30 minutes is good. It's better than, if you can't do 60, do 30. If you can't do 30, do 15. But don't do less than 15. Because you have to process. Your mind has to go. You have to get those creative juices going. Whatever it is, you got to do it. The next thing is, this is the done is better than perfect mindset. How many of us have done that? Me. Shift from perfectionism to progress. Remind yourself, every step forward counts. Every step. Imperfection action is better than waiting for perfection. Oh my gosh. When I first started in my journey of entrepreneurship, I thought everything had to be perfect. I did, because that's what everyone said. You got to do it perfect. You got to be this. You got to be that. And it scared the crap out of me, because I was just like, oh my gosh, I can't live up to what they want me to do and what they want me to be. I can't. So what did I do? I just didn't do nothing. And so what did that accomplish? Nothing. Did it make any more dollars in my bank account? Nope. Big old egg. Big old nest egg, or what do you call those? Big old egg. Means nothing. Zeros in my bank account, because I was afraid. I was afraid. And what was I afraid of? I was afraid of reaching out to people. I was afraid of talking to people. I was afraid I'd say the wrong thing, because they say, oh, you got to say this, and this is how you have to say it. If you say something else, then you know what? You're going to make them mad, or you're going to, they're going to think something bad of you. Well, heavens to gracious, I didn't want anybody thinking bad of me. No, I'm a yellow personality. I found that out through my business coach, Kimberly Olson. I know I'm yellow because I'm a people pleaser. I love to please everyone. I want everybody to be happy. So that's what you have to do. I want you to check into your mindset and shift that mindset. You don't have to be perfect. You just do it imperfectly. And the next thing is the accountability check-in. Find a friend, a mentor, a coach, a therapist, a group like my Radiant Living, Embrace Your Vitality group, my community. I post things in there all the time. And I am committed to helping women that are, I say 60 plus, but you know what? This is for any women at any age. It doesn't matter whether we're seniors or whether we're juniors. All these, I wish I'd learned all this when I was younger. I wish that I had taken on this mindset journey when I was younger. But I didn't know, right? Because people weren't talking about it then. We didn't talk about this kind of stuff back then. So find an accountability partner and have a weekly check-in. Schedule it on your calendar as an appointment. We have it in my mindset class that I'm in, my mindset group, and my mindset coach is Tosh Blum, and we have an accountability group. We meet every Thursday with our group, but every Monday I meet with my accountability. There's 3 other ladies, and we have the best conversations. We hold ourselves accountable. We set goals, and we ask each other every Monday, unless something happens, but it's usually every Monday. And we hold everybody accountable. And you know what? If we don't hit our goals, it's okay. We don't beat each other up. We lift each other up. We empower them. We empower ourselves, because when you empower other women, it empowers you. And so I know that's what you want to do. So find that accountability partner and move forward. Make sure it's somebody that you feel safe with. So I want you I'd like for you and invite you to join my Facebook group, Embrace Your Vitality. Radiant Living, Embrace Your Vitality Facebook group for your daily motivation and support. I want you to start your 5-minute action challenge today, because that's what it's all about. We want to start with one small thing that you can do right now. And I want you to say yes to yourself in your future, because you deserve it. You deserve to live without regrets. So if you are ready to break free from procrastination, let's take action together. Step into your power and just do it. I have stepped into mindset work with a coach. Without this, I would have never been able to do what I do, ladies. I would have never overcome my mindset. I'm still overcoming mindset. I still have to work on it. It's a daily thing. So don't beat yourself up over it. It's okay. And I'm always here if you want to talk. I'm always available. All you have to do is send me a message, and I'll be happy to give you a 15-minute discovery call, and we can talk about it and see what's going on. I want you to put me in comments if you want help with overcoming your limiting beliefs that are holding you back from your goals, your dreams, and your desires. There are different ways to master your positive mindset on creating daily mindset habits that are tools for success. I have an invitation for you to come in into a 15-minute discovery call with me. Drop me below if you want a discovery call with me. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me today. I had the best time. I still get a little bit nervous when I come on and do these things, but it's okay. It's good. It's good to do things, when you're afraid. So remember your action steps for today. So, and remember to do your journaling prompts that are in here. After you do your journaling prompts, I'd like you to put it in the group and tell me what you took away. Please share this out to anyone that you feel like can benefit from it. And if you want any more information about it and any of my coaching, please just let me know. Drop me in the comments, and I'll be happy to get back with you. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember to awaken your glow and let vitality flow, and be kind to one another. See you tomorrow, 9 o'clock. Bye.